Hello and welcome to The Update. I'm Heidi Tiltons. 60% of the eligible Australian population has now received at least one dose of COVID vaccine, with New South Wales and Victoria leading the charge. Health Minister Greg Hunt says the vaccination program is hitting its straps after a challenging start.
Australians have stepped forward for 20 million vaccinations. In the last 24 hours, that's over 330,000 vaccinations.
Overnight, New South Wales recorded 1,288 new COVID cases and 7 deaths. Victoria posted 176 new infections, prompting WA to tighten its border restrictions, while in Queensland, a truck driver has tested positive after travelling to the state from Sydney. He was infectious in the community for 5 days. Western Australia's border restrictions will tighten from Monday for Victorians. The entire state is being deemed high risk, meaning Victorians who get an exemption will need to be vaccinated and return a negative test prior to departure. 7 people are being questioned in Melbourne over the disappearance of an Adelaide man. Hells Angels associate Kerry Giacomis hasn't been seen since June last year. Victoria is set to become the first state in Australia to make public display of the Nazi symbol illegal. The reforms will cover race, religion, gender identity, sexual orientation and disability to help stamp out vilification. 50,000 Afghan refugees will be housed in American military bases. They'll be given medical care and assistance until they can be resettled. And air pollution in India has been found to be so bad it can wipe 9 years off a person's life. In sport, the federal government will provide funding so Paralympic medal winners get the same bonuses as able-bodied Australian athletes. Scott Morrison says their medals are just as important as those won in the Olympics.
The government will provide additional support to Paralympics Australia to ensure our Paralympic medalists will receive equivalent payments to our Olympic medalists, Mr Speaker.
Gold medalists will get a bonus of $20,000, silver $15,000 and $10,000 for a bronze. Ross Lyon will not replace David Teague as Carlton senior coach next season. The former St Kilda and Fremantle coach has withdrawn from the selection process. The Sharks' destiny is in their own hands heading into the final round of the regular NRL season. A win over the Storm tomorrow night will guarantee a finals berth. In entertainment news, COVID-positive podcast host Joe Rogan has revealed he's been taking horsewormer ivermectin to try and treat the virus. The self-confessed vaccine skeptic says he's feeling good. Angelina Jolie has taken up beekeeping. She's recorded a new video highlighting how important the hardworking insects are to the whole planet. And Britney Spears will not face criminal charges after a row with her former housekeeper over her dogs. The woman claims Britney slapped a phone out of her hands, but prosecutors say there's insufficient evidence to lay charges. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.